and business. So I believe it's very important for us. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Well, I mean, the future of Ukraine is going to be, people here who are coming up with ideas that are going to make lives of other people better, and they can do that. You can do that through creating businesses on the internet, through creating scientific breakthroughs, medical breakthroughs. Tremendously exciting, and obviously Ukraine needs this more than ever right now. It needs lots of young people with lots of great ideas that they can turn into businesses that can then employ people and get Ukraine back on its feet. So I wish you all the very, very best. And it's not going to happen overnight, just step by step. But if you can get a few. Why should all the big sort of internet companies come out of America? Ukraine have got incredibly well-educated, talented people, and you need to see the sort of the Googles or the Facebooks of the future coming out of Ukraine. You need to see. We as a space company need to tap into your talents, because you've got rich history in technology and space, and just wish you all the best with it. Anyway, exciting. Cheers.
Thank you very much for your kind words. We know that there are a lot of the inventors here, and they would like to ask you some questions, if you don't mind. So please, guys, take the floor. Who would like to ask the question?
And girls.
Sir Richard, thanks for coming. We're here. What excites you most when you're looking at some innovations or maybe some new businesses, new kind of businesses, globally or locally? What inspires you when you're looking at them? What should be the one thing that you're looking for? It should be exciting, it should be influential or something. Thank you.
Well, if somebody comes to us with a business idea, and there are lots of business ideas. The first thing is, are we impressed with the individual or the people who come to us with the idea? Because there are lots of people who have the same ideas, and it's just whether you're the kind of people who can make that idea happen. So we then look to think, if the Virgin brand is going to be part of this idea, is it going to enhance the brand? Is it going to do? Sorry, sir, could you just move slightly? All right, sorry, I can move here. Is it going to enhance the brand, or is it going to, and is it going to be worth us spending our time and energy and effort doing it? For instance. Somebody came to me yesterday and said, Virgin is not selling clean energy, instead of dirty energy, in anywhere in the world. I mean, we're making it, but we're not selling it. And my instinct was we should be. Let's do it. Screw it, let's do it. So I think we're looking for people who are coming up with ideas that can make a big difference, and so I think if all of you here, I'm sure, can see situations where you feel you can make a difference. Sometimes a small difference. Obviously, as your company gets bigger, it can be a big difference.
Okay.
Have you got any ideas yourself of what you're going to do?
Of course, I'm a part of startup school.
And are you allowed to say what your startup's going to be?
We're creating an unmanned aerial vehicles, for agriculture and for military needs. So we already developed, and we have some innovations in it. So we're patenting them right now. So are you looking for unmanned flying vehicle?
It sounds exciting. I'm not sure it sounds quite Virgin, but especially the military aspect. But anyway,
we don't want to send Virgin to military.
Anyway, let's hope that thing can be a thing of the past soon. Anyway,
By the way, Richard, we got several startups in clean energy fields, so if you're interested in or urgently interested in, so we have such startups here.
Okay, no, seriously, we should send somebody to the university just to see what you're doing. And
Excellent. We start
we'll do that.
Our cooperation.
Great.
Thank you very much. One more question, please.
Sir Richard, thank you for being with us today. The question I have for you, what do you think about Ukrainian startups and about their future, and generally, what do you think are the perspectives of their development on the global market? And the second question, would you be interested in investing in some of the projects, and which ones seem the most brightest to you? Thank you.
Well, Ukrainian startups shouldn't be any different from any other startups in the world. I mean, obviously, the problems that are going on in East Ukraine is making it more difficult for people to have confidence in Ukraine, and therefore it's more difficult for you as startups to start your businesses. But assuming that that we somehow can that peace can finally come to East Ukraine, I think Ukraine is wonderfully positioned to become a major country, a major force. I mean, you have great educational institutions. You have you have people who are good with languages. Who can listen to somebody speaking English on the stage and sort of understand vaguely what I'm saying, which doesn't happen in a lot of countries. You have sort of you have brilliant, well-educated minds. So and you're hungry. I mean, you're. I'm afraid in some parts of Ukraine, literally hungry right now. But you're hungry, so you're hungry to prove yourselves and achieve things. And so I think you have all the right ingredients to build businesses and make a difference in the world. And I look forward to coming back in a few years' time and sort of seeing some of these startups. Yeah, we should look and see whether we can help work with some of you on some of these startups. So I will get. I promise I'll get Peter Stevens, who comes to Ukraine a lot on other Virgin business, and maybe he can come to the university and spend some time and just see if there's any ideas we can help work on in the future. But thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay, one more question, please.
Richard, my name is Alexander. I'm a musician. What most stupid thing what you done in your life?
I've done a lot of stupid things. I arrived in Las Vegas not so long ago to launch Virgin American airline to Las Vegas, and they took me to this building, which was the tallest building in Las Vegas, and they told me to jump off it, and there was a big party going on below. It was 80 floors. The wind was blowing about 60 miles an hour, and something told me it wasn't a good idea. It was a sort of bungee sort of jump. But anyway, they persuaded me to do it. I hit the side of the building on the way down, fortunately my arse, and I arrived in the party feeling like a rag doll. But anyway, my second most stupid thing I've ever done in my life is come up here and come and sing us one of your songs. Can you sing?
Yeah.
Come on then, come and sing a song.
Excellent.
He doesn't have to do Like a Virgin, he can do anything he wants.
Ви знаєте, я зараз єдино хочу пісню заспівати, яка зараз буде доречна і актуальна. Ще не вмерла України ні слава, ні воля. Ще нам, браття українці, усміхнеться доля. Згинуть наші вороженьки, як роса на сонці. Запануєм і ми, браття, у своїй сторонці.
see, he's a very famous singer, so... Excellent. Excellent. So next question, please, guys, girls.
Dear Sir Richard, we are glad to see you here. It's wonderful, and I want to ask you one question. What was your dream at the beginning of your way, at about 15 or 20 years? What was your dream?
I think the wonderful thing about sort of being 15 years old is you want to change the world. You want to make the world a better place, and I think every 15-year-old dreams that. And I think it's important in life to try to remember the dreams that you had as 15-year-old, where you wanted to make the world a better place. And I left school at 15 to start a magazine. There was a very bad war going on then called the Vietnamese War. It was another unjust war, as most wars are. And we used the magazine to campaign to try to stop the war. We got hundreds of thousands of people on the streets in the UK and Paris, around the world. And in the end, the Americans stopped that war. So I wasn't dreaming to be a business person. In order for the magazine to survive, I had to become a business person. I had to become an entrepreneur. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had the magazine to be able to use to campaign on issues. And I think throughout my life, I've generally gone into things where I feel, there's a need. We can do it better than it's been done by other people. And more now, I sort of do things where I feel I can use my influence to try to change things for the better. So going back to being 15 again. Can you tell me what are you doing yourself?
I'm creating a wind turbine. We want to install a wind turbine on a higher building and give green energy in any apartment
I understand. I think Ukraine spends a lot of money sending its money overseas, a lot to Russia and to other countries for its energy. And the government of Ukraine should say, right, 10 years, we have a 10-year program, and we need every single person in the universities to come up with ideas like wind energy on roofs, solar, really good battery power. We want to be self-sufficient in fuel. We don't want any more money to leave our country within 10 years. And I just think, it's fantastic what you're doing. And good luck with it.
Thank you. Can I make a photo with you?
Okay, please, next question.
He's not going to sing, just wants a picture.
Dear Mr. Branson, it's a great honor to see you here. You're a very inspiring person, and you inspired me to write a little poem. If you allow, I would like to read it.
I'm sure we'll be delighted.
What is important for young men? The courage, confidence, and plan. We dream, we want to reach the stars, start our business, drive fast cars. But who can learn us that, we ask? Maybe a person without mask, who has a full, exciting life, making a business, loves his wife. We learn his life and read his books, because it's expanding the outlooks. Who else can fly on the balloon across the ocean, under moon? He's rich, he's famous, he is true, but always searching something new. To break new records, fly the space, or make the world a better place. He's even knighted by the Queen and drives an amphibious machine. His life inspired me a lot, so many lessons have been taught. His life is like a computer game. Sir Richard is his name.
Excellent.
Thank you.
May I shake your hand?
Thank you very much. Thank you. Very good.
Hello, Richard. I have one question, and I want to listen your opinion about MLM. What you can say for us?
You have to tell me, spell MLM.
What does it mean? LM. What does it
MLM.
What does it mean?
Multi-level marketing.
Okay, I'm not good at